Well, welcome to Gentle Yoga with Leo. Let's begin today in reclined posture. There's my assistant, Brady. He's just going to lie down over there for now. You don't have to begin in this posture I'm in. This is one option to put the soles of your feet together, let your knees splay out. You can have props under your knees like I do if you want. And maybe that's not comfortable. Instead, you could just extend your legs, lie in Shavasana, put your legs up on a piece of furniture or the wall, or plant the soles of your feet and let your knees lean in towards each other. Whatever is most comfortable for you. If you like to, close your eyes. Rest your hands on the ground or on your body as you like. And notice your breath. The act of simply noticing invites slower, deeper breathing. As you settle into your comfortable starting posture, adjusting whenever you need to. It's not about being a statue and being still. It's more important to be comfortable than to be still. And as you get comfortable, stillness comes. Feel your grounding contact. Whatever is under you is your ground. Your props, your mat, your carpet, whatever you got. Notice where you're touching down and how that connection feels. The way it changes with the movements of your breath. Take in your surroundings in whatever ways they're reaching your senses. You get bits and pieces of my soundtrack here. If that's all part of the background, whatever device you're using to hear me. Maybe you hear this bird that I hear. I think you probably don't hear the music I hear. It's pretty faint and distant to me. There's a lovely little breeze that's probably not audible. But take in whatever else is going on in your space besides these sounds coming from your device. Scan your body to take in whatever's going on there. Especially noting any issues, make mental notes of stiffness or soreness where it's showing up. So you can keep these places in mind as you practice, knowing that you're always free to modify or skip anything. Let's take 3 deep, clearing breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth with a sigh. Now, if you have your legs positioned as I do, use your arms to move them. Bring your hands to the outside of your knees and, like closing the covers of a book, lift those knees towards each other. Let the soles of your feet rest on the mat. If you have your legs extended, draw your knees up so your feet are planted here, Or maybe you already had your feet planted. You started like that. Heels close to your butt. If you have props there, move them out of the way. Reach your arms out to the sides with your palms turned up. Cross your right ankle above your left knee. Letting your shoulders stay on the ground. Let your legs go to the left and turn your head to the right. Slowly bring your head and your legs back up to center. Cross your legs the opposite way. And let's twist the opposite way. Slowly come back up to center. Let's uncross the legs, hug the knees to the chest, rock and roll a bit, massage your back on the ground. Take a few full body stretches as you inhale, extend your arms and legs all the way out. And as you exhale, curl up and hug your knees again. Feel free to spend an extra breath or two curled up or lengthened out if that feels good to you, to pause in either place or in both places. And let's begin to sit up. You can hold your legs and rock back and forth, or tip onto one side, press your hands to the floor, use your arms to lever yourself up that way. I'm going to sit on my blocks. If you want to sit up on whatever props you prefer, feel free. Just sit so that you're comfortable. Let your arms hang loosely at your sides. Raise your right shoulder towards your ear. Slide it back and let it down. And your left shoulder the same, up and back and down. Let your chin drop towards your chest. Roll your ear towards your shoulder. Let your head to back. Nice easy circles, letting the arms hang, slack and passive. Try to let the shoulders just droop. Sometimes when you think, I'm going to roll my ear towards my shoulder, you lift your shoulder towards your ear. And let's take some in the other direction. When you finish the next circle, lift your head, face forward. Reach out and rest your fingertips on the ground. Inhale, raise your right arm up alongside your head. Exhale, reach to the left. Feel for the lengthening in the right side. Let your head hang out wherever your neck feels okay. On an inhale, come up through center. As you exhale, come into a twist. Right hand behind you, left hand on your right leg. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist some more. On each exhale, ask your body if it wants to go more deeply into the twist, if there's room to do that. Allow your twist to unwind. Inhale, lift your left arm alongside your head. Exhale, reach to the right. Inhale to come up. Exhale, come into the opposite twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Let your twist unwind. Bring your hands in front of you and just walk them forward for a real simple forward fold, letting your neck relax. Anywhere you feel tension, think of sending your breath there. If you don't feel any, that's wonderful. Inhaling, walk your hands back, lift your torso. Make your way up onto your hands and knees. Reach your right foot back, press the ball of your foot against the floor, send your heel away from your tailbone. On an inhale, reach your left arm out to the side, parallel to the ground. On an inhale, lift your right foot, reach straight back through the sole of your foot. Bend your knee, reach that hand back, grab your foot or ankle, raise your knee, raise your chin. Release, lower down. Inhale, draw your heart forward, let your head and tail go up. Exhale, draw your heart up, let your head and tail go down. A few more times, cow pose and cat pose at the pace of your breathing. After your next exhale, come back through table, reach back and press against the ball of your left foot. With an inhale, reach your right arm out to the side. On an inhale, lift your left foot, reach straight back. Bend your knee, reach back, and take your bind. Release, lower down, take a few breaths of cow and cat again. Now step your right foot up between your hands. You could here bring blocks in under your hands like I'm doing. It gives us more room between the torso and the ground to move that leg. Step your left foot up by your right foot. Maybe you keep the blocks for support under your hands or set them aside. Let your head hang, let your arms hang if they're not actively supporting you on the blocks, and sway back and forth, bending and lengthening one leg then the other. Feeling for length in the whole back of the body. Just notice if there's any tight spots speaking up and what movements help them loosen. Slowly shake your head no. And nod your head, yes. Inhale, lift halfway, press your hands to your shins. Feel the crown of your head move forward away from your tailbone. On an exhale, relax down. Inhale, roll to standing, hands overhead, palms together. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach your arms out to the sides. Exhale, reach for your shoulder blades and hug, or take eagle arms. If you take eagle, then reach forward and up. Inhale, spread your wings. As you exhale, cross your arms the opposite way. A couple of deep breaths, opening the space at the back of the heart, the space between your shoulder blades. Inhale to open. Exhale, twist to the right. Take a couple of breaths. Inhale, come through center. As you exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up overhead. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms up. Reach your palms up. Look up at your hands. Lift your heart. Inhale, come upright. Exhale, bend to the left, feeling the length through both arms. Inhale through center. Exhale, bend to your right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands and step back to plank. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Reach your arms out to the sides, palms down. Gonna do some work against the floor here. Gripping the floor with your right hand. So imagine like a suction cup if it's a hard floor, or a Velcro if it's a carpet or something. Walk your left hand in, press away from the floor. So you rock onto your right hip. And we're opening the right shoulder with the pressure on the floor. So your left hand is over here by your face. Now that might seem like a lot to do. Maybe that's enough to do. You could stay just like that. Or we have options. If you want to explore, you can lift your left leg away from your right. And then with the leg long, let the heel drift back. If that feels okay, bend your knee. And just let the weight of your leg hang. And maybe the foot drifts towards the floor. Maybe it just hangs. Don't push it down. Just let it hang. Let gravity and breath do the work. If you want to explore more, you can lift this left arm straight up, point at the ceiling. You can rotate it back and forth in the socket. You can bend it and bring the back of your hand to your back. And you can do the arm extension without the leg without the arm, or do both like this, or skip both, focusing just on the shoulder opening on the right side. And we'll come out nice and slowly as we came in. If you moved your right hand, take your time to bring it back over here and plant it by your chin. If you moved your left leg, nice and slowly, lift your foot, straighten the leg, swing it forward above the other leg, and let it down. Walk your left hand back out to the side. Come to rest on your belly. You can rest on your chin, or if that's not comfortable, rest on one cheek for a few breaths, just noticing what feels different. How's that right shoulder? If you did the extension, how's the left hip? How's the left shoulder? Now, grabbing the floor with your left hand, walk your right hand in, rock up onto your left side. You could just stay like that, or if you want, lift your right leg, bring it back, maybe bend it, see where it wants to go. You can keep your right hand where it is, or reach it up, explore some rotation, or that half bind, or a bit of both. Nice and slowly. If you moved your right hand, bring it back and plant it near your chin. And if you moved your right leg, really take your time to lift it, extend it, and bring it forward. Let it down. Walk your right hand back out to the side. Pause again for a few noticing breaths. Bring your hands in under your shoulders. Press into your hands. Inhale, lift your head and chest. Listen to your lower back and just go as high as it feels okay. Rock back, sort of pass through table. Curl your toes under. Press into your feet to lift your knees. And press into your hands and lift your tail to downward dog. Pedal for a couple breaths. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. Step back to plank. On an exhale, lower. You could go halfway down if you want, or all the way down. And then inhale, bring your heart forward. Exhale, rock back and up to downward dog. Just for a beat. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. One more, sun salutation. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down. Step back to plank. You could go right from plank to downward dog if you want, or exhale, lower. Inhale, open your heart. Then exhale, back and up to downward dog. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. We're going to do a standing heart opener. It's a standing supported camel. Camel is this pose that you do kneeling down, and it's not accessible to a lot of folks. It's not very accessible to me, a real full camel expression. So I really prefer this standing version. So I'm going to turn around to show you what I'm doing with my hands. Put your hands on your lower back, right about like where your belt would be. We don't wear belts in yoga, but right about there. Now, you could just do your hands like this with the fingers pointing down. Or if it's accessible for you, you can point your fingertips up, turn your hands around like this. Now, this can be a lot. Maybe it doesn't feel good, so don't do it if it doesn't. But if your hands, wrists, forearms are okay with that, it feels even nicer on the lower back. Either way is fine. Your hands are going to support you as we explore this heart opener. So, inhale, look up. Exhale, relax back against that supporting pressure of your hands. A few more times. Inhale, look up a little more. Exhale, relax back. And just as far as it feels okay to you, maybe you're already there, just breathe where you are. It doesn't have to get deeper on each breath. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. You never know until we're doing it how far it's going to go. And see how much your body wants. A nice long inhale. Bring yourself upright. Put your hands down. Now, if you had your hands pointing up like I did, probably feel good to shake them. It's a lot of force on the hands there with that support. It feels nice. And a little counter movement is good too. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. You can use blocks here if you like. You can step the left foot back, come to runner's lunge. Now we're going to do some movements in lunge. You could do a lower lunge if you like. So it's stabler and more accessible to let the left knee down and tuck the left toes. But if you want to stay in a high lunge, that's fine too. And reach your arms up. You can sweep them up like this or bring your hands to your right knee and help your arms to lift your torso that way. And anytime you can change your mind, just be cautious. If you go from the high lunge to the low lunge, be gentle. Don't let that left knee come down too hard on the ground. Exhale, sink forward in your hips, draw your arms down to cactus. Inhale, glide back and reach up. If you're in the high lunge, make sure the right knee doesn't go further forward than the right ankle. If you're in the low lunge, it's not a problem because your center of gravity is lower. You can always have one hand or both hands on your knee to stabilize yourself if moving both arms doesn't work for you. From the top of the movement, now we'll twist. Reach your left hand back, reach your right hand forward, or to stabilize, it might come to your knee. Come through center with your hands by your heart. Reach your right hand back, reach your left hand forward, or drop it to your knee. Come through center, hands by your heart. Exhale, let your hands come down. Step your right foot back to your left just for a moment, downward dog. I know I said no more sun salutations. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. It wasn't exactly a sun salutation, it was a lunge and then a quick down dog. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. I need a sip of water so I can keep talking clearly here. Already pretty hot here. Cozumel, 33 Celsius at 10:44 a.m. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. Step your right foot back. And if you want the lower lunge, gently let that knee down. When you're ready, inhale, reach your arms up. When you're steady, exhale, sink forward in your hips, draw your arms down. Inhale, glide back, reach your arms up. And twist to the right. Come through center. And twist to the left. Come through center. Bring your hands down. If you have the right knee down, curl the right toes under, press into your foot to lift the right knee. Step the left foot back to the right foot, just for a breath. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. We're going to play with some balancing. If you want to step over by the wall or a piece of furniture, there's something to grab onto a support. Something steady. I was reaching out here. I'm not going to, this is accordion doors, not a good thing to grab. Something that's not going to move easily is best. So hands at your heart, or one hand on your heart, one hand on whatever your support is. Shift your weight from one leg to the other. Let the weight come into your left leg. Keep that knee unlocked. Raise your right knee, maybe your thigh comes parallel to the ground. Cross that right ankle above the left knee. Turn the right knee towards the ground. Keeping your spine long, keep pressing your hands together into your sternum. Start to sit like there's a bench behind you and you're going to sit down cross-legged, releasing in the left hip, left knee, left ankle. Doesn't matter how low you go, it's your imaginary bench. So however high it needs to be. And yeah, one hand can be on your furniture or your wall. You can start over anytime. Sometimes we fall. I almost fell and then I didn't. Falling is just part of practice. Inhale, slowly straighten up that left leg, straighten your torso. Uncross your legs, release your arms, shake things out. Maybe grab a drink. Oh, nice little breeze. Nice timing on that little breeze. Thank you, nature. Okay, and when you're ready to do it again, hands at the heart, shift back and forth a few times. Letting the weight come into your right leg without locking that knee. Lift your left knee. Cross your ankle above your right knee and dial the left knee down towards the ground. And take your time. Start to find your way down to or towards that invisible bench. You decide whether you make it to the bench and stop or keep lowering because you didn't get there yet. It's your imaginary bench. Inhale slowly, straighten up, uncross, release, shake things out. And let's all have a seat, however you want to get there. Extending your legs forward, flexing your feet back. Inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, fold down over the legs. If your knees want to bend, let them bend. Pardon. With each inhale, think of lengthening forward. Each exhale, think of lowering down. Inhale, walk your hands up the front of your legs and sit up. Use your arms to nudge your legs apart to the degree that's okay for you. And then you can walk your hands down your legs to fold, or rest your hands on the floor at center and walk them forward, or even rest them on a block at center and then walk the block forward. Inhale, walk your hands back. Lift your torso. Use your arms to nudge your legs towards each other. Bend your knees. Bring the soles of your feet together, leaving a big space between your heels and your pelvis. And you can reach over and in front of your ankles or under your ankles and walk your hands forward on the mat. Draw yourself down into this pretzel fold, letting your neck relax and breathing into your back. Inhaling, walk your hands back. Lift your torso. Keeping your feet together, bring them in closer towards your pelvis. Interlace your fingers and cup your toes in your hands. Wriggle on your seat. Shift the bones in your seat closer to the ground to tilt your pelvis forward and open your hips even more. Inhale, lengthen up through the crown of your head. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips with a long spine. And let that spine round, let your head hang. Breathe into your hips. Inhale, slowly sit up. Use your hands to lift your knees towards each other. Plant your feet hip distance apart. Bring your hands behind you. Scoot your butt towards your heels. Gently lower down onto your back. If you like, place a block between your knees. Press into your feet. Inhale, lift your hips to bridge pose. If you want a deeper heart opener, clasp your hands. Reach towards your heels. Draw your shoulder blades in. Letting your neck stay relaxed. Head resting on the ground. If you're doing this bind with your hand, release it. Exhale, let your hips down. Float up and down at your own pace. Inhale to go up and exhale as you come down. And let's take supported bridge. Pause with your hips raised. Place a prop at the base of your spine. Settle down onto that prop. And imagine you're breathing there. You're drawing air into your body through that prop and sending it back out the same way. This little mental trick somehow helps your body soften around that support holding it up, helps it relax and aid in the release that springs in your lower back and pelvis. Press into your feet. Inhale, lift your hips. Take out the prop. Exhale, lower down. If you had a block between your knees, move that out of the way as well. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock and roll to massage your back against the ground. Grab your strap and let's open the strap, run it under the feet, hold one end in each hand. Now feel the back of your head on the ground, your shoulder blades, and your sacrum, the base of your spine. Keeping all that on the ground, reach your arms and legs up. So your arms are long, your strap is long, your legs are long. Doesn't matter what any angle anything is at. Point your toes up. Point your toes down. Let your feet relax. Take your left foot out of there. Press the back of your left leg against the floor. Flex your left foot back towards you. Hold both ends of the strap with your left hand. Reach your right arm out to the side, palm up. Then draw your leg to the left and turn your head to the right. Sometimes we do this for 2 minutes. Today, just do 1 minute for each of these 4 positions. And sometimes we do a funny little scoot because we set up too close to the wall or something else, and suddenly a foot or a leg is encountering an obstacle. And just let the strap support and guide your leg to where your hip wants it to be. You can always back off. You can always pause where you are. And when it's available, maybe go further. And the minute's up already. Slowly come up to center. Take the strap in your right hand. Press your left hand down on the front of your left hip. and let your leg fall open to the right. After you get used to doing that for 2 minutes, 1 minute seems so quick. Very slowly, bring that arm and leg back up to center. Lift your left leg and step into the strap. Take your right foot out, press that leg down, flex that foot back. Reach your left arm out to the side, palm up. Draw your leg to the right and turn your head to the left. Come back up to center. Switch hands on the strap. Press down on the front of your right hip. Let your leg come over to the left. Nice and easy. Come back up to center. Raise your right leg. Draw your knees in. Set the strap aside. Reach your feet up. Reach your hands up to grab your legs or feet and play with moving your arms and legs around however you like. Whenever you feel complete, make your way to your final resting pose. Start to give yourself some deeper breaths. And move around bit by bit, however you're called to move. Feeling your way into bigger and bigger movements. When you're ready, take your time to gently sit up. Bring your hands to your heart. Thank you for sharing your practice today for the first class in the new house, our new house. The light within me sees and honors that same light within you. Namaste.